It's not a good day to be a bad guy.
What's up, metalheads? This is Wayne.
And Michelle.
And we are from the Michigan UFO Sightings and Paranormal Encounters podcast. And you are listening to
Burton and Aaron on the Lost in the Dark podcast.
Raise your horns.
Lost in the dark.
Oh, welcome back, Crap Crow! Thank you so much for joining me on this edition 207, I think, something like that, of Lost in the Dark podcast. Our brothers are fucking back. WOR is back in the crypt with us tonight. I could not be happier about this one. Got a lot to get into. So real quick, started off with some quick shout outs. First up, as always, our brothers, who I just finally met in person. We'll talk about that in a second. Reflection of Flesh's own Garrett, the Cookie Commander Smith. Join him and his host, Mike the Master Milker Sarkovia, on their podcast called Dipping Milk in Cookies. Join those two best friends as they try to figure out this thing we all call life using friends, guests, and microphones. Absolutely one of my favorite podcasts going right now. Love these guys to death. They have amazing segments. The Master Milker's Mysterious Mysteries. They also have this one where it's like the question of the week. And if you ask a question on their Facebook page, they'll answer it on air. So be sure to follow all things Dipping Milk in Cookies on all social medias. I'll put the links in the description below for you. They are outstanding, and I cannot recommend them enough. Next up, you heard them at the top of this one, our fucking family down there in Detroit. From the Michigan UFO Sightings and Paranormal Encounters podcast, coming to you from the glacial dumping ground known as the Michigan Basin. Wayne and Michelle are a Michigan-based husband and wife educator and podcasting duo that examine UFOs and other paranormal topics within Michigan and beyond. Topics include UFOs, the paranormal, conspiracy theories, ghosts, alternative history, the Michigan Dogman, Bigfoot, cryptids, and all things strange and paranormal. Wayne and Michelle mean the absolute world to me. They have absolutely one of my favorite paranormal podcasts of all time. They just had an amazing episode. I think it came out right around Halloween with a guy who does the Bigfoot stuff, and it was absolutely a fascinating conversation. I love every single thing that they put out, and I cannot recommend them enough. If you are into the strange, the weird, the darker side of things, the things that most of us would probably rather just live our daily lives and ignore, they indulge in, and I love it. So everybody be sure to check out all things Michigan UFO Sightings and Paranormal Encounters podcast. Love them to death. And they did some reads for us. We did some for them, so check them out. You'll hear that. You get to hear them on every one of our shows, and it's just it's a great little paranormal podcast family we're starting here. So I love them so much, and can never thank them enough for all the support they've shown us. Now, so over the weekend, Aaron and I attended a concert, which we will probably do a full episode about later this week. So I won't go too crazy deep into it, but we did finally get to meet Reflection of Flesh in person, and see them live. Unbelievable. Like, just, I don't really, I'm still kind of real. It's just happened less than 48 hours ago for me right now, so I'm still kind of like reeling from it. Don't really have words. It's still just, Aaron and I will get into it on an episode soon, but I just cannot speak to that enough, how amazing it was to meet those guys and how fucking incredible of a performance they did on Halloween night at the Diesel Concert Lounge in Chesterfield, Michigan. Absolutely blew me away. Like, these guys are the realest of deals. And of course, we also got to meet the band for the first time in person. Now, this podcast that you're about to see was recorded before I got to meet them in person and before I got to see them live ever, for the first time in my life. Saw them on Halloween. This one was recorded like Thursday or Friday night before Halloween, something like that. Of course, I'm talking about our brothers in war. Come the fuck on. We got to meet these guys after I talked to them. It was also the first time we had the whole band on this episode, and it was fucking magical. Like, it was just absolutely amazing. The Reflection, War, everybody that night brought every ounce of fucking Halloween thunder that you can possibly fucking imagine. And meeting all these guys and everybody else that night, it just genuinely felt like a giant heavy metal family reunion coming together for the first time. All these different feelings coming in all at the same time. And on Halloween night, no less. And it just like, in a world, you think about all of history, right? And that we all exist right now at the same time and get to be all in this together. It's just like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still kind of reeling, still kind of trying to find the words. Aaron and I are really going to go much deeper on an episode either later this week or early next week. And it just absolutely meant the world to me to meet these guys. We got some pictures with them. We got to mosh with them. We got to see them destroy. And I'm talking, there was nothing but smoke left at the end of it. It was just it was like a battle. It was like a battle had just completed. There was nothing, just smoke and sawdust filling the air. And it was fucking, they destroyed it. They fucking destroyed. I will never, ever miss a war show in Michigan. And hopefully I get to see them out of Michigan someday too. That would be amazing. But yeah, let's get into this episode. Before I do, huge thing. They are not done yet. They are still on tour through November. So if you get the opportunity to go see these guys, go see them on tour with Silence on 5th Street, War, and then our other fucking brothers, our other fucking family over there in Blood of Angels, all on the Antagonist tour. And then let's see here. It is, starting on November 11th in Philadelphia. They will be at the Fire venue. On November 12th in Frederick, MD. Shit, I don't know that. Maryland? I don't know that one. Cafe 611 with the last 10 seconds of life. Oh, hell yeah. On November 14th, they'll be in Jacksonville, Florida at Jackrabbits. On November 16th, they'll be in Tampa, Florida at the Brass Mug. November 17th, they'll be in Tallahassee, Florida at the Warrior on the River. The 18th, Knoxville, Tennessee at the Backyard Bar. The 20th, Akron, Ohio at the Vortex. The 21st, Morgantown, West Virginia at Morgantown Art Center. The 22nd, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at JB Love Drafts. Oh, that's a pretty good name. And the 23rd at Fredericksburg, Virginia at the Rec Center. That is their tour that going through November. So if you are anywhere near any of those places, do yourself a favor. I'm not going to lie. I'm not familiar with Silent on 5th Street. I am going to check them out, but those tickets are worth Blood and Angels. Are worth going to see for Blood of Angels and War alone. Trust me, yo. Trust me. I'm not fucking around. They will tear your face off. They will leave you like, oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. I promise. So go see them if you get the chance. And I can't speak highly of them enough. They are unbelievable. And go get some merch. Check them out at the merch booth. They're unbelievably awesome guys to talk to. And I love them to death. And you're about to hear a great conversation with us. Now, quick disclaimer. Much like the Blood of Angels episode where they were on last week, and they were outside of the venue while on tour, on a cell phone. These guys were gracious enough. War was gracious enough to do it with us while they were actually on the fucking bus traveling to the first night. It must have been Thursday night because they were traveling to play on Friday night. The first show of those 3 dates with the Convalescents and Battlecross, which ended on Halloween with us. And so the sound, they had a hard time. They were going off, I think they were going off a laptop, so they had a hard time hearing me. so the sound is a little off. It was kind of yeah. So there's it's obvious. You'll see, but trust me, bear with it. There's a lot of great stuff in here, and I just can never thank them enough. This is the first time I've ever had a band on from the fucking bus. Are you serious? This is amazing. This was just amazing for me. And then to finally get to meet them in person and see them live a couple days later was just like, I never thought this podcast would get to a point that I could do something like this, and here we are. And it just means the world to me that they were nice enough to do this while literally on their way to the first night of the tour. And these guys mean the fucking world to me. So everybody be sure to check out all things WAR. All links in the description below. Without further ado, my friends, CRYPT Crew, I present to you my brothers all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina. CRYPT Crew, welcome back. WAR. All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. Today, WAR returns. We got Ben, Bobby, David, Phil, and Dylan, all from WAR. Thank you guys so much for joining.
What up? What the fuck is going on?
What's up? Hello.
Love that Detroit Scully, bro.
Hell yeah, thank you. It's really good to see you guys again. You guys are, where are you right now?
Well, we're still somewhere in North Carolina.
Okay.
Trying to get out of the state, man. Yeah.
You guys are heading out on tour. First date is tomorrow night, correct?
Yep.
Awesome. And then, of course, you'll be up here. I'll be seeing you guys for the first time on Sunday in Chesterfield, Michigan for that unbelievable Halloween lineup show. That's going to be insane.
Oh, bro, and we can't fucking wait, bro. Can't wait to come up there out in Michigan. Just tear that shit up, bro. Have a good time, kick with you, kick with everybody out there. It's going to be a fucking time, bro. Like, we're going to bring the heat. Battle Pro is going to bring the heat. Everybody that's on this fucking bill going to bring that goddamn heat. We can't wait to party with each and every one of y'all, dog.
Hell yeah, man. I've been really looking forward to this one for it's been my most anticipated show of the year by far. And then right after that, you guys go out on the Antagonist tour with Silence on 5th Street, WAR, and our buddies over there in Blood of Angels.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's going to be a nice little November run down the East Coast.
Yeah, that looks like a really good run, actually. It looks like a really good time. And the guys in Blood of Angels are awesome. They're great. I saw them a couple times this year already. They're awesome. Real quick, right off the top, though, so you got, besides this upcoming November tour, these November tour dates and everything, is there anything else that you want to plug right off the top real quick? Like any upcoming stuff that you want to let people know about?
Anything we want to let people know about it.
Like plugs?
Anything we want to let people know about on these shit. First of all, come to these shows if we're in your city.
Yeah.
Second of all, if you're not caught up on the whole Prisoner album, go ahead and get that. And the fellas been in the studio working on some demos. They got some new material coming out. I mean, be on the lookout for some new shit. Come out to these shows. That's most likely we're going to demo out these new songs. I mean, you might get some, you might not. You got to be there to see it, to believe it. But we working on some shit, and we trying to make that shit pop. And we want to make sure the next project that we come out with, especially with Dave and Dylan on board now, we trying to make. They're coming out with some goddamn bangers, bro. Like, I'm still trying to put some lyrics to it. I know last time we spoke, we were talking about creating some albums, but we with this new lineup, we trying to make sure that everything sounds good and it pops the way we know. Y'all gonna fuck with it.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. I really am, and really looking forward to seeing you guys. This is gonna be great. Now, David and Dylan, and Phil, you three, I have not gotten a chance to talk to before.
David, Dylan, and Phil's not on right now. Phil's working
hard
a little
right
preoccupied.
Okay, no worries.
So we got
Hardly working.
Dylan, I'll let y'all fucking talk for a little bit. I talk too fucking much. Man.
Well, David, Dylan, I'm curious about your. I always ask people kind of for the first time whenever they're on. How did you get started playing music at all, and especially heavy metal?
So I got started playing music pretty much just from metal. I first picked up a guitar that really didn't work out, and my parents weren't about to buy me anything else because they're like, "Oh, we bought you a guitar." That didn't go anywhere. So I just started screaming in some friends' bands, and I just got behind this one of my buddies, his drum kit. And really from there, it's just from that moment on, I just started playing, and then that was it. And I realized, I'm like, yeah, this whole screaming thing, it ain't for me. So I just started playing drums, and then finally I worked all summer, did a bunch of chores, mowed lawns, the typical, usual story, and I got a $500 drum kit, and then it's just from there I've just been playing drums. I got into WOR about Ben called me about almost 2 years ago, or was it?
It was
2 years. No, 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Ben called me 3 years ago, and I had just moved to Asheville, North Carolina, which is about a 4-hour drive from Raleigh. And at that time, it was just like, man, I'm sorry, I just moved, dude. I can't make it work. And then last year, it was last year, and
2020.
he gave me a call. He said, let's try and make it work. And I went down, I auditioned, and I got the part. Now I'm playing drums for WOR. Here we are on the road, man.
Yes, beautiful. I love it. David,
You get started playing.
Well, I remember back in my freshman year in high school, I was introduced to a movie called Iron Man, the first Marvel film.
Yeah.
And that's that song, the movie, this song playing in the background called Iron Man. I was like, damn, that's a badass riff. And I was like, I want to learn how to play that. And all of a sudden, my folks started seeing me, getting interested in wanting to play music, and they got me my first guitar for my birthday at that time. And I just kept playing like good classics, Sabbath, Pink Floyd, Rush, Metallica, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, and I just kept playing, going off and on for that guitar for a while. Then I started coming back into it, and then all of a sudden, a friend of mine got me into going to a local show. And I just ran into another drummer. He was like, "Hey, you look like you play guitar, right?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." Yeah, let's start forming a band. And then that was my first band called Aragon. And then the more shows I did with Aragon later on, out of the blue, Ben here came to one of my shows. I barely even met him before, so he was like, "Hey, I'm starting to have a band called WOR." He's like, "Hey, would you be interested if you want to jam out for a little bit, and so maybe you want to join the band?" And I was kind of a little bit busy with all that for my first band, but now that my Aragon's on hiatus, I was like, now this could be the perfect opportunity for me to join WOR. So that's how I got the job.
Awesome. What kind of guitars do you like to play? What's your favorite style?
Oh, I love Ibanez guitars. I love Solar guitars. A couple of D guitars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That Ben's Solar guitar. I cannot wait to see that thing in person. That red one.
Goddamn Solar guitar.
Yeah,
And
Solar
they
guitar.
make some badass shit, bro.
Dude.
Oh, yeah,
They
man.
make some good shit. Like, I like those designs they got. Like, they always explain it to me. They nerd out about that shit, but I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. That shit look and where Phil came from, I know you asked where Dylan and David and Phil came from. Phil has the most least entertaining story. We found him on Craigslist apparently.
Listen to him.
That's what they told me. He showed up to practice one day, and I was like, oh yeah, he's initiated, so we're gonna give him the maybe we're gonna let you in, maybe we're not. And they're like, nah, he's in. I said, dude, that wasn't the type of initiation that I got. Why is he in so easily? He was that fucking good, so we got him in.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
Working man.
Good job. No, we found Phil on Craigslist. I think he put out an ad for a punk bass player or
So we
something.
put out the ad.
No, well,
Story
he did.
changes every fucking time.
We put out an ad, but I think we replied to someone's ad who was looking for a punk band. We're like, hey, we're a metal band, but
and we're a bunch of punks.
we're a bunch of punks though. So shit, dude.
We some pussies. Nah, not that. I love all the
That is fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we are of course here just a few days away from Halloween, so I got to ask you guys some Halloween questions. Are you guys planning on watching any scary movies on the bus over the next few days?
Hell yeah.
What's scary? I mean, that's my fucking cup of tea, dude. I'll go to
Really?
sleep scary movies, so that's my shit.
What was that? What was that movie you were watching up in West Virginia?
Oh shit, that was when we was up in Maryland Mountains. I was watching what was it called? Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Yeah, which was a good one.
Which they thought I was on the same river.
Y'all couldn't handle it under the conditions, but just like all the classics, man. I have not seen Halloween Kills yet, and that's one thing I want to see. A lot of split decisions on there. People like it was good. People say it was trash. I'm like, fuck y'all. I'm gonna watch it anyway. I go off of what I think, but I'm also a big Halloween Michael Myers fan. All the slashers. Here, Scream's coming out with some new shit as well. Like that's just my thing. I'll even if it's trash horror film, I'll still watch it.
Oh yeah.
I'll watch it just because I'm like, all right, it was garbage. I'll probably never watch it again, but it's still always entertaining first time you're watching it. I'm a big part of Supernatural. The Exorcist is like my most scariest movie of all time. The Exorcist, hands down, for me. That demon shit, it just scares the fuck out of me. But I'm just so infatuated with it. I just keep gravitating to it. So that demon supernatural shit, that gets me off. I mean, Halloween. Here's the devil in your bag. I don't know, man.
Is anybody else a big horror fan at all in the band?
Anybody else a horror fan? Am I the only one?
A horror fan?
100%. Horror fan over here, number 2.
I like more of the old school horror movies, but I do like the Halloween movies and the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street and shit like that.
I even love the super cheesy stuff, Song Beavers.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Ash versus Dale.
Oh, Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's good.
Cabin in the Woods and shit. Where
has
some comedic relief.
And even
you gotta laugh and die.
Comedic relief. I love movies where it's sometimes it's just so bad they're good. So
that was terrible. I loved it. Yeah, exactly. Oh well, I love this movie.
I mean, what is it? Dead Alive, the one Peter Jackson's first, one of his early films. That first, it's kind of the whole Evil Dead thing, where it's just this super low budget.
And I love the Evil Dead, but the more I watch it, the more I'm like, this shit is trash.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, it's trash, but it's just a charm. There's a charm to it.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of horror films that don't leave a good taste in your mouth, but you love it.
Well, a lot of that shit's like blood and slime. So.
Yeah, it's like, ugh. It's like after you got done watching the porno, jerking off. Oh, I'm disgusted with myself. But you love it. Horror films are the same thing. Horror films are the same way. Horror porn goes hand in hand. That's why you see titties, and that's how you know it's gonna be a good, great fucking horror film. Once you see nipple, it's gonna be a great fucking.
And that's why Rob Zombie's such a great director.
Yeah, you get nipple, it's gonna be a great fucking horror film, dude. You can guarantee it. Creme de la creme.
Absolutely. I actually just really got back into the genre as a whole because I realized there were a number of the zombie movies I'd never seen before. So I started watching all of them. Unbelievable. So good.
Hell yeah.
You guys might be into this. Have you ever heard of one called Bad Candy?
Bad Candy? Is that a movie?
That was what's her name? Oh crap! The girl from X-Men. She was in X-Men for a little bit. When she
who did she play?
Juno. She played Juno. Wasn't she? Bad Candy.
name it. Just
I
Ellen-
can't remember actually.
I can't remember the group.
Ellen Page.
Ellen
Yeah,
Page, yeah.
Oh,
That-
oh no, I don't think she was in it actually. The only reason it came on my radar was because it has Corey Taylor in it.
It's because it has Corey Taylor.
Oh,
Yeah,
who? No,
it's got Corey Taylor in it.
Are they like
What?
I don't
From
know.
Slipknot.
I don't know my information, so I'm just not gonna touch that thing. I mean, I've never seen. When you said Bad Candy, I just go Candyman immediately.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good one too, actually.
All right, did y'all know that? I just found this out. Like, majority of the serial killers come from fucking Chicago. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yep.
California. Or
I mean, both.
California was like the birthplace of the serial killer.
Oh, is it?
I think, yeah.
I mean, shit, it could be New York or the Midwest. I don't know. Either way, we're coming. We're coming to find out for
We're coming.
ourselves. Because nobody else's opinions matter, but our opinion is the only thing that we can go off of.
Right.
We're gonna go find out where all these serial killers are. We're gonna shake their hands, congratulate them, and then report them to the authorities. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. We're just here to have a good time.
Hell yeah. What about
What's wrong with that Scully, bro? Hey, yo, mail me that Scully, man. how much you told me that Scully, bro? I like
Stop trying to buy shit.
right?
We gotta sell stuff.
You gotta sell
Yeah,
shit,
we
dude.
gotta
Hey, take off your shirt, man. I want to buy that shirt too.
hell yeah. That's hilarious. What about do you guys are there any heavy metal songs that you specifically associate with Halloween?
Heavy metal songs we associated with Halloween.
Yeah. Like any songs that creep you out.
Or songs that creep us out.
Hey, you know what? I ain't even gonna front. Like, not really that creep me out, but the shit that fucking takes the cake. And I'm hearing this fucking song everywhere, man. Like, Lorna Shore is fucking killing it right now. I'm hearing that everywhere. No matter like whether you associate it with something that's just brutal, something that's just gory, something that's just like so heavy. Lorna Shore fucking takes that fucking cake for me, dog. And I hear that every time I hear it, like and then especially with that music video, I'm like, yo, killed that shit, dude. Like shit. If I associate anything with anything horror, like scary as fuck, thriller, deep, heavy, that shit is it for me, man. That Lorna Shore, what was it like? Hellfire, Into Help, dude. That shit goes fucking hard, bro. Like that right there goes. That's what I'll put as like my top heavy like raw fucking metal track right there. You heard that shit? You hear that shit? Oh my god.
Oh.
My bad.
No, my Halloween, probably be like, as far as metal goes, it'd probably be like Wednesday 13, maybe, if you want to consider that.
All those like horror fucking bands, like
Yeah,
fucking,
I mean, like honestly, like Creature Feature, that's to me, but that's not metal. But I love Creature Feature around Halloween.
The first thing that pops into my mind is Rob Zombie.
oh, that's a good one.
I'm trying.
Okay,
I mean,
Halloween,
he has
yeah,
so many
yeah,
great
Halloween,
songs that has
that's a good
so
one.
many Halloween themes to it, like of course Dracula, and then of course Living Dead Girl, right?
Yeah,
Living Dead
Living
Girl.
Dead Girl.
No, Living Dead Boy.
Living Dead Boy.
No, it's Living Dead Girl, dude. It's not fuck.
Well, we don't know.
But yeah, Rob Zombie definitely.
Hell yeah. I was we all got like different. Ben, what about you?
What bands do I associate with Halloween?
Yeah,
You can't say Halloween.
you can't say
No.
Man, I don't know. Shit, dude.
We took all his answers.
Yeah, you took all my answers,
Oh,
dude.
you guys gave such good answers.
Fucking what's it called? Fucking didn't fucking like Motionless in White always have like pumpkins up there? I don't know. That's always like they always got like a Halloween.
You guys talk about Ice Nine Kills yet?
Hey, it's Phil.
Hey, look, it's Phil.
Hey,
What up,
man?
Yeah, I mean Ice Nine Kills. It's
Yeah.
like basically all horror. So what I associate.
I mean, shit, dude. If you're going,
But they're,
horror, we got like Cannibal Corpse.
They can't really get off that stick, so we'll see if they can do some other kind of album soon.
Right?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That was Phil.
Excellent.
Thanks for filling in.
Oh, knee slapper.
Oh, we live for those moments.
Absolutely. Now, well, what about have any of you? And I think I can't remember for sure. Honestly, I feel like I may have asked Ben and Bobby this already, but I'll ask everybody. Anybody there ever experienced anything they would describe as paranormal?
Your experiences you could describe as paranormal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you talking? We told you.
Yeah, I remember.
But like the
this
other two guys. Yeah.
Every time I have you guys experienced any paranormal activity?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he fucking had. You look like you experienced that.
Oh God.
I mean, it's like
We want to hear this only
the whole story. So it's like, all right, so let's turn the light. Let's turn the lights off. Get a flashlight on. It's like, are you afraid in the dark? So I think the best one that I went through was I was at a buddy of mine's house. They've known that there was apparently an old woman in the house at some point, and they told me about it. It wasn't until I was in my buddy's, like, it was his dad's house, so I was in his dad's jam room one night. It was late at night. All the lights were out. Of course, it's completely sound dead, so there's like no external light coming. Just pitch black, and you can hear it. Needle hit the ground. And on the carpet, I could just start hearing. Like if you've ever been in a really quiet room, sometimes you can just kind of hear like someone walking on carpet, just that kind of crunching of the fibers. So it's that quiet, and all of a sudden, like I'm laying on the couch, and then I just kind of bring myself up, and the walking just got faster and just came straight at me, and it's like my hair just kind of blew back, and that was really it. That was about it. But it freaked me the hell out because I knew about it. It totally did. I left. I mean, it was probably like 2, maybe 3 in the morning, and I tried to rationalize it in my brain, just like, okay, that could have been like a fan or so. It was like, but then it's like instinct kicked in. It's like, you just go, like, get out. And so I just grabbed my stuff, popped in my car, and I left. And yeah, that was probably about. That's where I was touched by the paranormal. It was not. It was not nice.
I never got touched by no paranormal activity.
It straight went through me, dude.
It chased me, but it didn't get me. It got him. It got him. It reminds me of like the haunted house. When Marlon Wayans got raped by those. I'm not saying that's what happened to you, but it touched you.
That was a scary movie too.
I'm sorry, fucking Ben, I'm crying over here. That was the scariest thing I've ever heard, dude. Scariest thing I've ever heard. That was the first for me. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
What about you, David? I want to hear your story now.
I have zero.
Zero paranormal.
Can't follow that up.
No.
Oh man. Shit. I mean, hey, well, shit. What about you? Did you got any stories to tell us and the people at home?
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple actually.
What goes on up there?
Well, I actually do a lot of I go to a lot of the places you'll see on TV, and because a lot of times you can like pay to get in, and they'll just lock you in overnight. So I've been to a handful of places up here in Michigan, one even in Indiana. Probably the craziest thing. Well, probably one of the craziest things was when I was younger, right after we had moved out of the Detroit area and up to Lansing. The upstairs was all carpeted, and it was probably about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm laying in bed, and I started hearing the sound of literally like cowboy boots hitting a wooden floor, just walking up and down the hallway, and everybody else was asleep, and I like all the rooms were real close to each other. That's like one of the only 2 things that ever happened in that house. That I was so fucking scared though I couldn't move. I was fucking terrified.
Did Did it blow on you like it did Dylan?
No.
I wish it blew on. Hey, it was a female ghost. There was some blowing going on.
I mean, like, how do you know? How do you know
That was
either a male
Hey,
or female
well,
ghost?
because that's the story. The story is what makes it all interesting.
Hey, that's all, yeah. You heard it tell them the shit isn't what you think
I mean,
it
whether
is.
it's a dude,
You heard
or not,
cowboy
I mean,
boots.
I mean, dude,
You
it's
automatically
first of all,
think it's
it's
probably a dude.
2021. Let's just drop all that shit.
Was it
Oh,
better
now,
than-
now
was it
the
better than
ghost
getting
is gender
touched by a
fluid. I get it.
It's better
fine.
than getting
It's
touched
fine.
by a human, getting touched by a ghost. It's better.
It's cold.
I didn't really.
You probably broke out.
I want to know.
That's crazy. So wait, so where was this? Because apparently now we're fucking ghost hunters. And now we're trying to make sure everybody has a ghost paranormal interaction.
Oh, and I mean, honestly, a lot of the places that you guys are about to be on or be going to are really close to a lot of really good locations.
All right, well, we'll just do our seance at a distance.
Right.
Apparently, you know, like
Burn
shit,
some sage.
last time we spoke, you know, I told you my spooky shit. That was the first time I ever heard like him saying his story. You know, it's like shit. Man. Hey, don't be short, man. Like the ghosts come for short people. You know, like those ain't having no problems.
What's the leg length? You got longer legs, you can run fast.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Guess we're closer to the ground, so
Right.
they come fuck with us.
David, honestly, I do want to jump back real quick because you said you basically started playing metal because of the movie Iron Man, right?
Exactly. Yes.
You are the only, like, I have asked a lot of people that now, and you're the first time I've ever had that answered. I think that's fucking awesome, dude. I love that. That's
Because I
great.
remember at the time, like when the trailer of the movie came out, and I just heard the song play in the background, I was like, "Yeah, this is a badass riff. I want to learn how to play this." And then all of a sudden, my mom had a Black Sabbath reunion live CD of the original Live with Sabbath, and in that CD was the track Iron Man. And I was like, "That's the freaking band that was playing in the background of the trailer of the movie, and then also the movie too." I was like, "Now I got my favorite band to listen to," and then all of a sudden that got me all hooked up and wanting to play guitar.
Wow, dude, that's awesome. That is definitely, yeah, that's the first time I've heard the MCU inspiring someone to be a metal guitar player. That's sick, dude.
Especially coming from the very first Marvel Cinematic Universe
Yeah.
movie ever.
Yeah. The first and, in my opinion, one of the best, hands down.
I say something all the time.
Wait, what? Wait.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I just said it was the first, and it was also, to me, one of the best.
Yeah.
Love that. That's a great story. I love that. Fantastic. All right. Now, there's nothing. So no one's ever. Has anyone ever? Maybe not including ghosts. Any other weird experiences in life? Have you ever seen anything weird in the sky or the woods or anything?
Anything weird?
In the sky or the woods.
I mean, not really shit, man. I'll tell a story. I think again. Story time. Reason why I don't like closets, doors open. Every time I sleep in a room, the closet door has to be fucking closed. Okay.
Okay.
Because I had an older brother. Shout out to Citrus the King. He's actually a battle rapper out in New York right now doing his thing. Shout out. He told me that there are aliens that live inside people's closets. And if the door is wide open, they teleport into those closets and come and get you at night. So if you have the closet door closed, they'll teleport into the closet, see that the door is closed, they'll feel like they went somewhere in complete darkness, and they'll go back home. But if they see the door open, that's when they'll come for you. Ain't that some fucked up shit?
So when was this approximately?
This was when I was a kid, dude.
Okay.
This is my older brother scared me into closing the closet door every time I went to bed. Till this fucking day, I'm a grown ass man. And I still close the closet door because of that shit. I'm like, nah, motherfucker, you ain't gonna get me.
I only asked when it was because that sounds a lot like the plot to Monsters Inc.
Oh yeah.
You know what? That motherfucker tried to be original. Stole a whole plot. Copied it in his own stuff. He's clever. because he got me on that. You know, if he would have been like, it's Monsters Inc., I would have been like, this thing, fuck out of here. It's Pixar, bro. Like, you know, it ain't Ralph. But still, it's just like, yeah, he got me. I grew up in the projects, bro. You know, it was scarier. It was scarier back then.
There was actually one time where me and my stepbrother, we just got back from shopping, and then you know how you hear the sound of the jet engine sounds like when it flies over your head, and all of a sudden I hear this weird noise, and it's not a jet engine. It sounds like this. I was like, is that fucking UFOs?
That's weird.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way an airplane or a jet can make a sound like that. All I heard was, I was like, what the?
It's probably the distance, bro. Do you live by any cornfields?
No.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's something. At least that's something interesting. Hell yeah. I've never heard anything in the sky like that at all. Ben, do you got any answers for any of these?
What was the question again?
Just like if you've ever
for
seen
other
anything
paranormal-
weird. Yeah.
We're on the spooky end of this conversation.
Nah, dude, everything I see is always kind of boring, man. Like it's like always freaking like, oh, well, there it is, fucking traffic, you know. Like, but I don't know. I mean,
I guess the scariest thing right now is like meeting somebody on like social media, and then you go meet them in person, and they look nothing like their fucking profile picture.
see, I can go meet people
That's
from social media.
everybody.
Actually, we're gonna go
That's
meet.
fucking every person you meet. You're like, who are you? You are not who you are on social media.
Right.
Like at all. Like you're
Nah,
a fucking
dude,
weirdo.
that's your persona, dude.
Is it me?
Huh?
Am I the bad guy here or?
Yeah, you are
Oh wow.
definitely always.
Oh shit. Hey, just be yourself on social media, man. Stop trying to cover up and be some weird fucking vigilante or whatever. I don't know. Just you're on fucking social media just like with all the filters in the world. I don't know who you are when I see you. Like, have you seen this person? I don't know who the fuck that is.
Right.
I know this person. Show them their profile and everything. That's not who we're looking for.
That's not who we're looking for. Fair enough. Well, honestly, we've already been going for a little bit more than a half hour. And unless there's anything else you guys wanted to touch on real quick, that's kind of all the questions I had.
Well, hell yeah, we're super excited to finally come up to the Midwest and kind of play that area, especially Michigan. You know,
Hell yeah.
and Fort Wayne, yeah, little cities.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna meet the Lost in the Dark podcast. We're excited.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be finally nice to fucking meet you in person.
Dude, I can't wait.
This is like one of the few interviews that we've done where like we've done it like the same like podcast. So I'm grateful for that. Thanks for having us.
Oh my God. No, you guys are all of you are always welcome back on here whenever you ever want. You were so gracious. You were one of the first bands we ever had on, actually. And then we lost that first fucking interview, and you were gracious to come back and do it again. And now here, so technically it's your third time.
It is our third time.
Yeah. And that seriously means the world to me.
Now,
So
like, on this end, we finally get to come up there, fuck with y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Actually bring forth to you. And that's, what we intended when we first started doing it. So it's happening,
Yeah.
We come.
Yes. Yeah. And I could not be more excited. But yeah, that's probably gonna do it. Any last, I'll do a whole like read at the end of this and for your upcoming tour and everything, but any last quick plugs besides the tour, just all tour.
Any last things besides the tour?
Quick plugs.
Buy merch.
We got some new shirts.
Oh.
You want that cliche shit, man. Hey, fuck that.
Get 'em,
Don't
Bobby.
buy our shit. War Prisoners, warband.com. Fucking get your goddamn shit. If you see us in your motherfucking city, come see us. We are gonna come and wreck your motherfucking minds. Are you ready? I don't think you're fucking ready. Come out, see war, buy our shit. Let's come to your motherfucking city right now. Let's go. This is still a Listen in the Dark fucking podcast. We out, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Thank you so much. That was perfect. For me, that was beyond epic. The way Bobby ended that. Come on, man. Oh, I love that guy so much. Just letting him go off is fucking amazing. But yeah, like I said at the top, you know, a little bit of, you know, we had some sound issues. We had some sound issues, but we pushed through, and I think we got something very special that I think is very special, and I will never forget the first time I ever had a band on the show that was literally on a tour bus while in being on the show. It just absolutely, I don't know, that gives me goosebumps. That gives me like, wow, I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that happened. So I can never, ever thank them enough. They have been so gracious and so kind, and always supported us, and I fucking love them to death. Everybody check out Prisoners. Everybody check out War. Prisoners is their album. And then in real quick, one last time before we get out of here, one more time. They are on tour, or about to be on tour, with Silence on 5th Street, with War and Blood of Angels. The Antagonist tour starts off on November 11th in Philadelphia at The Fire, November 12th in Frederick, Maryland at the Cafe 611 West with the Cafe 611 with the last 10 seconds of life, sorry. November 14th in Jacksonville, Florida at the Jackrabbits. November 16th in Tampa, Florida at the Brass Mug. November 17th in Tallahassee, Florida at the Warrior on the River. November 18th in Knoxville, Tennessee at the Brickyard Bar. November 20th in Akron, Ohio at the Vortex. November 21st, Morgantown, West Virginia at Morgantown Arts Center. November 22nd in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at JB Love Drafts. And closing it out, November 23rd, Fredericksburg, Virginia at the Rec Center. Everybody check out All Things War, Blood of Angels, everybody. I love these guys to death. And seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I can never thank War enough for being on the show. Ben, Bobby, David, Phil, and Dylan are just some of the best guys ever. I got to meet them on Halloween, and they were phenomenal, and they fucking destroy! They destroy that stage. So, trust me, if you're in any of those fucking places that I just listed coming up, that's on all their socials, go check them out live. My God, you will get rocked. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Your fucking face will be melted. All right? They will melt your face, and they will pit you to death. So, snap your necks to them. Cannot speak highly of them enough. I love these guys absolutely to death, and I'll never miss a War show that I can make it to again, and we can't wait to have them back on, and we can't wait to see what they do next, really. Like, that's all nothing but excitement. Nothing but, nothing but excitement for these guys. So, without further ado, that's going to do it for this episode of Lost in the Dark podcast. I cannot thank any of you enough for taking this ride with us. If you're still watching this right now, you mean the fucking world to me. And as always, we'll be back again with so much more. But until next time, raise your fucking horns and snap your necks to war! We love you all to death. Good night! Blah!